Hello, everybody. In this project, we're a number of partners from Switzerland, Germany, and France. And the start of the project, we also expanded the scope of the soil that we were to study by interacting with colleagues in Serbia as well. So next one, please. So in this project, we focus on disease suppressiveness. It's a particular property of certain soils. Certain soils have it, others don't. And in those soils, the soil microbiota is able to protect the crops against pathogens, usually fungal pathogens, usually pathogens that attack the root. So it's kind of a battle in the root zone between pathogens likely to attack the roots and the native macroorganism from the soil that may protect the plant. So this concept of disease suppressiveness, it's not a new concept, but it's becoming very important these days. But the knowledge on disease suppressiveness remains patchy. So the question we asked ourselves was, which microbiome traits are associated with suppressiveness? Is this suppressiveness, which is typically assessed in relation to a particular type of pathogen, is that relevant as well when you consider potential damage that can be caused by insect pests? And also, can this property be managed? Can, for instance, organic matter be used to stimulate the soil microbiome and confer suppressiveness or increase the level of suppressiveness? And finally, in this context of global change, what are the implications for this type of property? Is that going to impact positively or negatively microbial diversity, and especially microbial diversity involved in suppressiveness? So on the picture here, you've got the comparison of two soils. One is suppresses the soil to the right, and the next one is not. And if you grow a plant in there and you add a large amount of pathogen, you've got a good level of protection in the suppressive soil on the right, and poor protection in the non-suppressive soil, the conducive soil on the left. The other guy down there on the picture is particular insects we focused to assess the relevance of those biocontrol mechanism for protection against insect pests. Next one, please. So among some of the main results that we had, we wanted to compare suppressive soils already known for being suppressive in different areas, to assess whether the property associated with suppressiveness were local, regional, or more global. And so we found some common properties between all those suppressive soils, but also we noticed the importance of local properties. So it means the scale is important. To the right here, you've got a map of a region in Switzerland where we picked up a number of soils that we've been monitoring for a long number of years now. And this is the type of soil that we compare, so at that local, regional scale, and then in comparison with soils of similar type that are located in different countries and for which that type of property has been as well assessed. The second result I would like to highlight is the fact that in our survey, we discovered new microbial actors that are potentially involved in suppressiveness. And for some of them, mycorrhizal fungi, we tested them under greenhouse conditions to establish their actual contribution to that property. A third main result is the fact that in the case of insect pests, actually soil that are suppressive towards disease can also reduce damage caused by insects. And global change conditions will affect soil suppressiveness, especially under conventional agriculture condition. And this is what we've seen using the setup at the bottom here, where we can manipulate the amount of rainfall. Okay, next one, please. Now, practically speaking, 4 implications. The first one is that suppressiveness is rather site-specific. So it emphasizes the need to assess locally this type of property. So in the approach of soil analysis, this is something that should be included. The second one is that soil biodiversity is important for suppressiveness. And so including biodiversity monitoring tools can be useful when assessing the importance or the usefulness of new farming practices. And also then, back to this issue of suppressiveness is not only for a particular pathogen, but it can also bring protection from insect pests. So microbiome management can have a number of different benefits. And finally, global change can affect suppressiveness potential, which means soil that are identified as being suppressive today may not be suppressive tomorrow. This needs to be taken into consideration when designing new cropping systems. Thank you for your attention.